This is Mike Kaufman here again from High Five History, giving you a short on crime and punishment in the growth of towns in medieval Europe series. In this image here we have someone in medieval Europe stuck in the stocks. The stocks was a form of punishment. Again, people would be hung up in the town square with their head and wrists stuck between those two pieces of wood. Not only served as a public embarrassment, but would also be extremely uncomfortable. If you can imagine being stuck in a stock for 1, 2, even up to 3 days, there would be quite a physical discomfort and pain involved with it. Now, crime and punishment in the very beginning, in the earlier Middle Ages, a lot of people would be determined guilty or innocent through what was called a trial by ordeal, in which the accused person being accused of the crime, would have to go through some sort of dangerous test to determine their innocence or guilt. One of these tests would be thrown into a well of water, and the idea was that the water would either reject or accept you. And if it rejected you, meaning you floated and you survived, you would be considered guilty, and they would pull you up from the well and string you up or give you your punishment. Now, if the water accepted you, meaning you drowned, you would be considered innocent. Yeah, it sounds crazy, right? If you drowned, you're innocent, but at that point you're already drowned, right? Too late. And if you float, you're like, woo, I'm saved, but too bad, you're guilty. Other trials by ordeal would have been to be able to fight for your innocence. You could fight to determine whether you are, again, innocent or guilty. And if you had a little bit of extra money, you could also hire someone to fight on your behalf. Now, again, some of the types of punishments are stocks and fines, which would be used for smaller crimes such as petty theft or cheating, if you're a merchant cheating someone out of their goods. Now, those convicted of more serious crimes could be hanged or burned at the stake. And again, these things were all done publicly to send a message to everyone else in the town that this is not okay. Now, slowly though, monarchs began to choose royal courts, right? Judges that would then determine people's guilt or not. And this independent judiciary, right, this independent set of judgment, ended up influencing the rise of what is known as common law. What would happen is judges would look back at decisions made before them and continue to make the same decisions following in line with what had been decided. And over time, right, those turn into common law, right? These ideas that here's what's fair, here's what's not fair, here's a punishment for this crime, here's a punishment for that crime. And it replaced this trial by ordeal and comment. That's it. That's this High Five History short on the rise of medieval towns with a focus on crime and punishment. If you want to see more shorts on the rise of medieval towns, check out the High Five History YouTube page for more videos just like this one.